Okay. Hold on, y'all. All right. That's just something about the dispensary weed that I just can't get jiggy with. Anyways, what it do, y'all? I got my lashes on because I had one out last night. Check me out. Book me. Look at that. I do want to start doing uh what's these clusters, but I don't know. I don't want to take no courses or nothing. I just want to do it for fun. Anyways, but also do not know me, it's your girl Gabby the Intuitive Sag, and the way I do my readings, well, we're not gonna call them readings anymore. We just hold spiritual conversations around this bitch, around these parts. So yesterday, wait, thank you, universe, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, mother and father, for waking me up this morning. Thank you for my life. My prayer used to be, thank you for my life, thank you for my wife, thank you for another day to get it right, Ashe. I ask that you place a seal of protection over me as I go throughout this spiritual conversation, and that you guide my words and give me the right words to reach another beautiful soul. Ashe and Allah. Now we're gonna have to take that. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my wife. Thank you for my life. Just thank you for my life. You hear what I'm saying? Fuck anybody that don't want to be around. I love you to death. Don't wish no harm to you, but I ain't. I feel like the worst I could do right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to retaliate. I need my conscience to stay clear. Period. These motherfuckers try to use my reaction to shit as an excuse to do me wrong. This looked perfectly fine when I was in the house. Now it looked like, I don't know, like my head held a little. But um, yeah, yesterday I recorded. I did a live for 1 hour. No, it was like, yeah, 1 hour and 20 some minutes, damn near. And then it ended out of nowhere. And then I did a part two. And then today when I went to go look at the shit, why it's only 12 minutes of the fucking video? All that talking for nothing. But that just scared the shit out of me. That just goes to prove everything that I was fucking saying. People don't want the truth out. They don't want you to see them for who they truly are. You know what I'm saying? I kept getting a message that somebody wanted me to shut up, and that was like the whole problem in the relationship. That was the whole thing about the dynamic. It was like I can call the shit out. I can see everything for what it is, and I'll try to call it out and work on it together. But a narcissist, a motherfucker who they don't want to do the work, they'll make you the problem every fucking time, literally. And with the type of person, the type of motherfucking narcissist, demonic spirit, force, energy, whatever that I was dealing with, this is the type of motherfucker that wanna like take your gifts. You know what I'm saying? Skeleton key your ass. Um, take your life, take over your body. Take all the best parts of you and leave you looking crazy and sounding crazy, no credibility, nothing. Um, and when you call it out, like you speaking on it, calling it out, that bothers them. That is something that they cannot handle because they can't face the fact on their own. It's not that they don't know that they not shit. It's not that they don't know that they got this demonic force or this attachment. No, it's that they don't want to see it. They don't want to believe it, and that's between them and God. But when you see it, I'm telling y'all, get the fuck on immediately. Don't wait. Don't be like, oh, I need to make sure I need to. Because for me, without actually saying it, in my brain, it's like I have to gather enough evidence. I had heard somebody say that in a reading, and or not a reading, but like some type of video I was scrolling. And I was just like, yeah, yeah, that's actually what the fuck I was doing. Literally, like I knew what was going on. I have delayed processing. React to shit. Well, I react to shit. It just depends on what it is. Physical harm or like putting me in a fight or flight mode, I'm going to fight. Literally, I'm not the type of person to walk away from a fight, to walk away from a challenge, to walk away from being able to prove my point. But sometimes, y'all, you ain't got to prove shit. The proof is literally in the actions. The proof is literally in what's going on. I'm putting my shit. Um, but I'm just so pissed because I don't even know. I didn't even watch the video. I didn't even watch it to see what was heard and what was like, you know what I'm saying, what got recorded and what didn't. But it is what it is, yeah. Today we gonna basically talk, kind of talk about the same things. I went somewhere last night. I went out, and I realized that I don't like. I liked it for the time being. You know, when I was actually going out all the time doing certain shit, I liked it. Maybe I liked doing those things with those specific people because when I got to where I went to last night, and this is not to say nothing against no fucking body, I'm already going through something. So this could just already be in my fucking. This could just be in my head. You know what I'm saying? But when I walked in, like my family members was happy to see me. Uh, to my we could see your beard going, fuck you, bitch. The hell? Close your motherfucking eyes. Don't be looking. Shit. I know it's growing. Damn, I just shaved it down yesterday. Don't come here with that bullshit. If y'all not talking about spirituality, if you're not here to actually listen and, you know, go with the program, get the fuck out. And my bird is something that I don't like. So, bitch, close your eyes. Don't mention my bird. The fuck? Oh, well, the hell. The niggas love it. I ain't gonna lie. It's so weird. I was telling this boy, like, I do not like my facial hair. Like, I don't. I be wearing a mask all the time. And then it was funny how my auntie, she had came and told me about this little girl who wore a mask all the time, who just had the mask on. She like, you sick? What's wrong? She's like, no, I just don't like my facial hair. And she was like, you need to stop doing that. You need to stop wearing that. You beautiful, facial hair or not. Somebody's growing back already. Fuck you, Shabazz Muhammad. You must be somebody foreign who ain't got shit to do. Anyways, but that was just like very liberating. Like I don't wear a mask no more. I don't try to cover it up because at the end of the day, you know, the little facial hairs that ain't never stopped a real nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never play with me ever in life. Ever in life. Cause bitch, I don't know who the fuck. I don't know. Anyways, like I was saying, um, I stopped doing it because at the end of the day, it ain't really like nothing that make me feel ugly. It's just something that I don't like. Like I'm already like masculine, like I have a muscular build, and so just hair on my face, I feel like you know how some people who are actually girls, like you could confuse them for a transgender, and I ain't never want to be played. I never wanted to be played with like that. But where's my lighter? Uh, look her, bitch. On everything I love, you about to piss me the fuck off. I don't know how to remove people off this motherfucker, but on on your grandma, bitch, on your mother, on your kids, on whatever the fuck is most important to you. You need to shut the fuck up and leave me alone. Because I'm here being high vibrational, and if you want to go there, bitch, we can go there. But I would advise you to find you some motherfucking business. Because this ain't the channel, this ain't the time, this ain't the motherfucking place, and I ain't the motherfucking one. The two, three, four, and so on. So play with your balls, you know what I'm saying? Go back to what the fuck you was doing before you hopped on my life and leave me the fuck alone. Simple as that. Because I'm telling y'all, I promise you I'm not the one. I'm not the person to be playing with. Find you some motherfucking business. But like I was saying, I went somewhere last night and I realized that uh nappy, I don't even have no hair. What are you talking about? I just need a haircut. Fuck is you talking about? Uh See, that's my problem, y'all. I gotta learn how to ignore the negativity. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's my problem. Cause don't challenge me. Don't come for me. Please don't. But because I'm the type of person that goes there. You know, when people wanna like they wanna argue and shit, I like to argue. And not that I like to like in a bad way, but like I should have been a lawyer or on a debate team or something because I like to go back and forth. You're gonna be we gonna go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, like I said, let's sage because I didn't sage or nothing before I got up in here. The candle ain't lit nothing. That's why these low vibrational ass energies is in here. But like I said, it's like people send shit your way. People will, you know what I'm saying? They will want shit like this for a motherfucker. Want you to get distracted. Want you to be focused on shit that don't really matter. Because as a confident person, you can't really play on my insecurities. You can't really hurt me because at the end of the day, I noticed it before you noticed it. Bitch, I looked in the mirror before I got on this motherfucking live. I looked at myself when I got on this live. If you think I give a fuck, I promise you, I don't. I promise you. Because I'm telling you, the niggas, they love it. A motherfucker on the internet who ain't got shit better to do could never. But like I was saying, y'all, at the party, right, we was playing the game. And like I said, when you are somebody that's real, and I don't know how these two things really go together, but it made me think of what I was talking about yesterday when I was in the moment. And it was just funny to me how we was playing a game and I could only think of like songs and shit. We was playing a game where you say the word, you got a couple seconds to think of a song. And I was saying songs, like everybody would get quiet. It was like a certain like a couple of times where everybody like couldn't think of nothing. And I had sung a song and then nobody heard me. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody listened to what I was like. Everybody act like they didn't hear me. And then all of a sudden, somebody literally across the room. So I know you heard me. It's literally like people ignore you. People don't want to give you the credit. People don't want to acknowledge you just because of who you are. When I walked in there, mind you, I didn't feel my best because right now I'm going through something and baby, I don't play by my head. My hair ain't done. I'm bald, but it's a certain way I like to keep my shit, you know. And I wasn't in the theme. The theme was shades of brown. And I had on red, black, and brown. I was not prepared, so I felt like when I first walked in, you know, my family was happy to see me, but the people who don't know me, the people who, you know what I'm saying, the people who never met me, I felt like it just felt weird. You know how when you walk into a room, like everybody looking at you, it wasn't like I don't know these people, so that could have been accounted for, like how I was feeling and the energy that I was getting. But then these same people, we're all playing a game, and when it was my turn, I couldn't think of shit. Couldn't think of nothing. It was like, I don't know. But I was coming up with ideas and throwing songs out there, and then they would literally act like they didn't hear me, and then would start singing the same song. And I was like, this happened like 3 times. And then somebody, like towards the end of the game, I had got the mic again, and I couldn't think of what to say. And it was like, well, you don't need the mic then. I just realized that basically, you might not be somebody who is not necessarily is supposed to you're not supposed to be in the public eye, but you may not feel comfortable in the public eye. And I feel like I may have thought I was speaking louder than what I was, and they probably didn't hear me. Or you know how you heard something and you can't and you weren't really paying attention to it, and then it's like, oh, that thought is in my head. You could be somebody who like spark ideas in people. You're very inspirational. Uh, and yeah, like I feel like I feel like God you testing me right now. I feel like the universe is playing crazy. Get this motherfucker, bro. Like dead ass. Find you some motherfucking business. Uh, what was I saying? Oh, you could be somebody, like I said, you're very inspirational as a person. Like, people see you and they get ideas from you. I literally didn't, nobody in the world was worrying about motherfucking animal print shit until I literally, like, maybe not that they weren't, but, but it's like as soon as I did something, I noticed it like other people do it. I had heard something, like I got the confirmation of this for myself. I was listening to something and the girl was like, you know how when you go to a restaurant and don't be nobody there, and then literally when you go in there, all of a sudden everybody want to come to the restaurant. Everybody is, or it's a super long line after that. After you got there, you spark ideas. What I say? I don't know. I got a song I wrote, and I said, I can't remember. It was something like, I was born or something, but I'm here to, I don't know. I gotta listen to the goddamn song. That's crazy. I can't remember my own song, and I'm trying to think of it, and it's just not coming to me. Um, but let's go through these notes, these downloads that I did get. Let's get the sage going. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers want to play games and shit. Sending evil live, playing games, doing this fucked up shit with magic and playing crazy. Return to sender, bitch. Return to sender. Motherfuckers want to play. I'm not the one to play with. I swear to God, I'm not. I'm really not. And I try to be humble. Like I really do. I be being humble because I really don't even sometimes believe in my motherfucking self. But then I proven that I'm not the one to be fucked with. Somebody I'm talking to, this motherfucker in here is trying to like make me mad. It's trying to basically rage bait me. And I'm telling y'all, if I wasn't going through the shit that I'm going through right now, I promise you that nigga would have got an earful. But at the end of the day, I ain't got time for people. Fuck you and your opinion. Fuck how you feel, bitch. That don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? And in all honesty, a lot of people will throw stones. A lot of people will send negative energy towards you because they can't be you, because they don't know how to be real and true. And yesterday when I was talking about what I was talking about, um, if everybody had a book, you know what I'm saying? If everybody, like in Black Clover, everybody is granted their grimoire, or like in Harry Potter, I think. But if everybody had a book of their life, I feel like you would be, in this case scenario, you would probably be Asta. Like people think you have nothing to offer. You know what I'm saying? It's like people have like, cause I'm binging off of just ping ponging, cause really this don't even go with the party situation, but I feel like it does somehow, some way. Take it how it resonate. But um, if you had a book, you know what I'm saying, yours would probably be the most appealing. Like if if it was like a book thing versus a grimoire, it would be like you have a book that um like people do judge your book off its cover. You can have something that is you could be somebody who is just like very outspoken, very out there. The title of your book, like the page of your book could just be like it attracts people, it draws people in. And then on another scale, it, you know, people reject it. People don't like it. They're not accepting to your book. I feel like the people who don't accept it are people who got boring ass books. Or the people who don't like it, the people who judged your book by its cover, is because they shit, like these people have books, let's just say they life. We just talking about their life, but they book is full of superficial, fake shit. Like They ain't real. Ain't nothing in that book real. An autobiography or biography is supposed to be not fiction, non-fiction. It's supposed to be true, real. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's supposed to tell your story, and a lot of these people, they got so they story is so distorted because they can't face reality, or like they lie. They come up with shit, and not and everybody do it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like perception is everything. So like looking down and looking at the ground and you seeing a six and then the other person seeing a nine. Nobody is wrong, but at the end of the day, it's literally all has to do with your perception, how you perceive what you're reading, what you're experiencing, whatever. So everything is not for everybody. But I feel like you have a book that is just so real and so like like you just pull people in just because of who you are. Not because you're a fucking energy vampire. No, because people naturally gravitate to you. The difference between you and an energy vampire or you and these fucking people, you don't have to lie, steal, cheat. You don't have to put spells on your, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily on yourself because I feel like people should be doing that. But like basically like trying to draw people in and not with good intentions. Like you're not that type of person. People just gravitate to you. You're not out here pulling people in, at least not on purpose. It's like you're not trying to take nobody energy. You're actually giving people life. You know what I'm saying? And people are taking from you. And I feel like when you're a giver, um, like that is just who you are. Like that is just the type of person you are. People will try to take advantage of you, and that's literally the lesson that needs to be learned, to just like have discernment and know when you have attracted this person or when this person has attracted you. And a lot of people, like I said, you are somebody who like you don't do this, you don't have intention to draw people to you. That is just who God made you, that is just who you are. And it's motherfuckers out here with fake ass charm. It's people out here who be one way for other people just to draw them in, and then they're another way when they get you. See, you draw people in because you're just naturally yourself. You don't gotta fake, you don't gotta front, you don't gotta play, you don't gotta manipulate, you ain't gotta lie, steal, cheat, shit. It's just you. Um, and you can either inspire somebody or trigger people, and you just gotta be okay with accepting what you do for people. And as a natural teacher, a natural like teachers, kids just naturally gravitate to them. You know what I'm saying? Or they just don't like the teacher because the teacher is a certain type of teacher. But mostly, teachers, principals, people that work in schools, people that work around kids is because kids like them. I mean, occasionally you got some fucking pedophile who's only there and they know how to be charming and they know how to trick a kid and doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we're not talking about them people. We talking about those of light. And you are just somebody who you're a natural teacher. And like I'm saying, as a natural teacher, you have to have discernment and you have to be okay with giving. You know what I'm saying? You have to know when you've given enough. You have to know, you have to be able to say when you've given enough and you got to save some for yourself. I, damn, wind, you just want to, you just want to, you just want to eat the sage up, don't it? I really didn't think it was going to do all of that. Yeah, let's take this up out of here. Look at this shit. Um, I forgot what I was saying, y'all. The damn sage threw me off. Let me light my blunt. I'm back. I don't know why. I don't get people. I really don't. I don't understand. Like, I just really don't. I don't understand what be the purpose of coming into somebody. Like, the person just came in here and just started talking shit. Play with your balls and not me, sir. Like, get the fuck on. This ain't that. Um, I feel um, like when I become a mom, or like if I was to become a teacher for real, I would be one of them cool ass teachers, but I don't play. I don't play. Don't play with me. Don't disrespect me. None of that. I feel like somebody just got too comfortable with letting people run all over them. You've probably been getting ran over your whole fucking life, and you just think the shit is normal, and it's not. It's fucking not. When you notice a problem and somebody tries to make you the problem, they're fucking narcissists. Um, it ain't you that's the motherfucking problem. It's them. If you initiated the conversation, initiated the what's going on, and then somebody try to take over it or try to take over it by switching the roles and shit. Look here, walk the fuck away. I'm telling y'all. Mm. I'm gonna get my book in a second. Blunt won't stay lit, nothing. Look here, motherfucker. That shit need to go. Um, whoever I'm talking to, you are somebody who is highly underestimated. You might even underestimate yourself. I am in the process of coming out of this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like um, when it comes to this life shit, when it comes to knowing who you are, that's already stamped. Somebody could be like trying to somebody could be talking about you or saying something about you, and it's not true. But they because they judge a book by its cover, they think that it's true. Or they just it's like you give off a stereotype. Like people used to say that they think that my name was something real ghetto. My name is Gabrielle. Gabrielle. Whichever one, I really don't care. Because my mama named me Gabrielle. My grandmother spelled it Gabrielle. I like Gabrielle. So, uh, which either or. But it's like, people, when they see me, they was like, I thought your name was something else. Like, I would have thought, no, it's not. And when people see me, like, I got locked up. And I got locked up for doing something irrational. But like I said, I was pushed to that point. Either way, I did something that I shouldn't have, but why they thought I was there, and why I went there, because the irrational thing, I could have been released, but I had a warrant. So why I was there, the warrant is so fucking petty. But yeah, when people see me, like they like, yeah, I thought you beat a motherfucker up or something. No, I didn't. I should have, but no, I didn't. I tried to do the right thing. Is honestly what happened, and I ended up being fucked in the ass. You know, raw. No lubrication, no Vaseline, nothing. Just fucked. So yeah, and then like why I explained how he even got locked up and shit. It was like, oh, you just what? Like I would have never thought. I'm like, yeah, I've had plenty of ass whooping moments, but I don't get caught. And when the police get caught, like any of them other times, it'd be like, okay, well, I just need y'all to go y'all separate ways. You know what I'm saying? You go this way, you go that way. I ain't never been locked up for no shit. And it was like that's what you like? Yes. They're like, that's fucked up. That's crazy. So I'm just learning to not react. But what I was saying was, people think you're somebody that you're not. And you might have aspects of maybe that person that they think you are, but you are like a whole fucking, like, I don't know, like how I describe myself. I feel like I'm just like some type of, I don't know, like a bucket or like a big ass pot. You know how like they have a pot of gold, like a rainbow, and then at the end of the rainbow it's supposed to be a pot of gold. I feel like I'm just like a mix, a pot of like rainbow, gold. I don't know, just like something beautiful. Some just that's just how I feel about me personally. You know, everybody's not gonna like the taste of what's in this pot. But this is something that's undeniably in, like, you can't deny the beauty, you can't deny the purity that I have. You just can't fucking deny it. If you wanted to, you can try, but then in trying to judge somebody else, you're only going to reflect, you're only going to be like, what's going to show, what you're going to see is really shit that you need to heal in yourself, and you're projecting it onto me, literally. So I know who I am, I know how I feel about myself, and I won't ever forget it again. And whoever I'm talking to, you either need a reminder or um, you a reminder. Basically, you just need a reminder because you feel like, or like you've been through so much hardship, you've been through so many different situations, and you could be going through something literally right now, and it's really hard to fight against feeling like you're less than who you actually are. Because in whatever situation it was, you knew, you you know what I'm saying, you just didn't do what you were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this was literally a war between you and somebody else. So I feel like even if you had to retreat, even if they surrender or you surrender, what the fuck ever. In surrendering, I know there's a lot of fucking pride there. Like, bitch, I ain't, like I said, I'm not backing down from no fight. But sometimes it's just not necessary. And in your surrendering and letting go of fucking pride, I feel like nobody is stupid. Nobody made a wrong decision, but staying too long. But then even I don't feel like nothing is wrong with that. You stayed because you believe, or you continue to deal with something because you believe that you can fix it. You are a problem solver. You literally can like outthink, outsmart, outtalk your way out of anything, or into anything, not with bad intentions. But some people don't like those type of people. They feel like you're a fast talker. You're trying to get over somehow, some way. But you could just be somebody who, like I said, you know how to get shit done. You know how to handle situations. You've been in many situations, and you've been able to navigate your way out of a lot of things. And I feel like this was a challenge. This is something that you maybe, like I said, maybe somebody walked away from you. I'm telling y'all, I'm the quickest to leave a motherfucker. I'm the quickest to cut somebody off. I hate for a motherfucker to leave me. Who? You left. Who? Oh, bitch, you'll never get a chance. You'll never get a chance again, I promise you. I gave one motherfucker a million chances after they left. Oh, I love you. I want to be with you. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. If you did, you wouldn't have left. So I spent a lot of time pleading my case, and I'm not even talking about this situation. This shit has happened before. So it's gonna happen again if you don't master the fucking lesson. You are the original teacher. You literally, like, come on now. I feel like I'm really not only just thinking that, like, when I'm what I'm thinking about is like making me think of things that I've done or accomplishments that I've had that I forgot about now that I'm speaking on this type of shit. And it's like I feel like you're somebody who aced every test. You didn't even really have to pay attention. You just literally have common sense. You know how to, you just have it in you. The knowledge, the love, the wisdom, the purity, everything God like, everything, you know what I'm saying? what is it? Everything. I don't know. I don't know. I forgot. It's like a saying where it's like girls like everything sweet and I don't know, everything nice, whatever. Like you literally, like I just feel like even in difficulties, like you just move through life like it ain't shit. Like when I was on acid, I feel like life it's like it's really a song and we dancing. If you fast forward or you rewind and you look back on like how you move and how things work out. That's why Tai Chi is significant right now. I don't know. I just heard that. Um, my mama do Tai Chi. I ain't never got into it, but I just heard Shang Chi. I can't think of the rest of the name of the movie, but um, like how the mama fight. I don't know if y'all remember the scene where mama and when the mama and the daddy met and the mama whooped his ass. She didn't even have to touch him. I feel like don't step out of your power. You have a power that you have a gift in literally like just like you don't have to touch nobody. You don't have to retaliate. You don't have to literally. Your words are like your magic, your way of being, your way of moving, like just who you are in itself is enough. You don't have to do shit. Your light, your energy, your synergy, whatever the fuck that like what you emit, like what did I say in that song? Okay, I'm gonna sing the whole verse or say the whole verse. But I probably it's so weird. It always when I put myself on the spot like this, I can't never remember. But I said it's okay if you make the same mistake once, twice, or three times. Don't let it make your day or your life. For your sake, drop the pain of the past from sadness to anger to dead real fast. Dag, I shouldn't have said that, but it's true though. If you want to live long, then learn to nurture your roots. So all the branches of your wait, so all the branches of your life and time will become fruitful. Um, the reaction of what you bear depends on you, boo. So if we were trees and you bear a fruit, the quality, the quantity, the like all that, all the fruit, the taste, the taste, the nutrition, you know what I'm saying? The benefits of the leaves and all of that. Like your tree, it depends on you. The reaction of the fruit that you bear depends on you. And everything ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know how you see people trying different fruits and shit, and like some people love it and some people just don't. You have to be okay with accepting the fact that sometimes shit just ain't going. It ain't gonna be what you want it to be. Sometimes people aren't ready for the lesson. Sometimes people were on a frequency and they fell from grace, or you know what I'm saying? Mm. Oh, come on now. It's cool. I guess I smoke it when I get in the house, you know. But you are somebody who does not need to, like your magic, your fire, whatever. Like you don't even have to. I don't even feel fire. I feel like wind and water or earth, being able to manipulate the earth. You know how to, even if you are a different sign, like a different, you're a fire sign, water sign, whatever. This ain't that. This is just spirituality in itself. That's why we helping niggas understand spirituality. I'm not here to tell you who, what, like how to do it, how to, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I feel like shit that's common. Any religion, anybody who believe in anything, it's just certain shit should just be, you know. And a lot of things aren't. That don't mean that that person is wrong. That just mean that y'all ain't on the same frequency, or that that person is not ready, or you are not ready for whatever this person has to offer, or maybe that just what they have to offer ain't for you. But you are somebody who has a lot to offer, and the world, there are a lot of people who are meant to experience you. Uh, I heard for a long time, I felt for a long time, I always, even when I get sad and shit like that, I just feel like I gotta be by myself. So like right now, I'm still like I can be by myself, but I probably won't ever be alone in the situation that I'm in. But soon I will. And like that for me, like people try to make it seem like going into isolation is a bad thing, or like wanting to be by yourself is bad, or you're not open to love, and you're not. No, I'm open to it, literally everything. I feel like you're somebody who force yourself. You could have grew up in a household where like even if family was fucked up, like you had to sweep your feelings, your intuition, literally everything underneath the rug. I just thought about Black Phone. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but the girl was a dreamer. The girl dreams told the future, you know what I'm saying? And the boy, he could communicate with the dead. I'm trying to figure out if the daddy knew that or not. But anyways, the daddy was like trying to like force her like act like her gifts don't mean shit, like it's not happening. Like nigga, this shit is intense as fuck. Every time I go to sleep, some shit is happening. I know what happened to the little fucking boy, and you think I'm just supposed to be quiet about it because you scared, you afraid. I feel like you like you learned when to and how to use your gift and like maneuver around this family or like this dynamic that you grew up in. Uh, I got distracted, y'all. I hope this shit makes sense because I feel like I just be rambling, you know. But when I listen to other people, when I listen to other people, I know, like, I be like, damn, I be getting the downloads. And then when I want to go out here and say it, it don't never sound like them. But just like, bitch, you ain't supposed to be like them. You ain't supposed to sound like them. But then I literally won't give out. I won't talk. I won't speak. I won't do it. And then them hoes be saying exactly what the universe told me. So look, if it makes sense to y'all, that's between, I appreciate it. I'm glad we have an understanding. But if it does not, bear fucking with me. Talk to God about it, because I don't know. God told me to do it. I'm just doing it. I'm just being obedient because I wasn't being obedient. And I got the consequences of not being obedient. And I'm telling y'all, it's like a chosen one, or like somebody who is special or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Because it's a lot of us. And then a lot of motherfuckers out here don't have a soul. But you know, God do bless babies and fools. But it's like, you won't get your, like, you'll keep going through the same shit, same loop, same things if you do not be obedient. Like you were chosen to do something. Whether you want to do it or not, you don't have a motherfucking choice. Uh, like whether that be anything, it does not have to be spiritual. You know, see what pisses me off about new spiritual people is that they want to act like if everything is spiritual, literally, if everything, like doing hair is a very sacred thing. Literally, you can't just let anybody in your fucking head. So it's like in anything you can be using, in anything you can be using your fucking gift. Everybody's not gonna be a fucking reader. Everybody's not gonna be, you know what I'm saying? This shit ain't meant for everybody, and everybody be trying to do it. It's like when you get into it, you feel like everybody always be saying you could be a tarot reader, you could be this. Look here, you could just be a regular fucking teacher, and you liberate fucking children. You put light, you spark the fucking light. Some kids probably have hell at home. I'm telling y'all, when I went to school, I made a better life for myself. I loved my teachers, even if I didn't have the best relationship with people around me. I made school heaven for me, even when it got hard. It was a distraction. It was something else to focus on without, you know what I'm saying, because there was a lot of shit going on. And I feel like a lot of kids don't have, like, because I know that people, okay, a lot of kids don't have that discernment for real. So like, especially like kids who be bullies and shit, like you never know what the fuck is going on at home. You really never know. And somebody could just be a regular fucking teacher, a daycare teacher. You don't even gotta have no certification, bitch, no degree, nothing. And I feel like it's people around you who trying to make you feel like what you doing ain't enough. What you doing ain't this. What you doing ain't that. Because you're still shining, even in the little communities that you created, or even just you shine in a light in these small ass dark spaces. I feel like you could be a person that's drawn to like negativity, or like negativity just finds you because you're somebody who knows how to transmute, or you're somebody who knows how to, you're a fucking problem solver. You know how to fix a situation. And motherfuckers be mad because they don't have that. They don't have that. They don't have, like, they just don't know how to do it. These motherfuckers don't have common sense. And it started as a fucking child. Because, and it started with shit at home. And never having nobody to tell you, you know what I'm saying? People could live in like situations where there are no fucking morals, no boundaries, no nothing. So they grow up and they think that this shit is cool. Everybody not spiritual. Everybody ain't, you know what I'm saying? Some people think this shit is demonic. I feel like, honestly, I'm not even real big on telling everybody what I do. If you come across this motherfucking channel, if you happen to watch my videos, whoop de doo. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? That just lets me know that I did what the universe asked me to do. And that when a teacher is ready, the students will show up. You could be younger than somebody, or you could be younger than a lot of people, and or like a group of people, or whoever the fuck it is that's coming up against you, or like you feel like is against you. You could be younger than them, and they trying to figure out how you're a master at something at such a young age. Or you could like, okay, that's that's where the notes come in, because you are a divine child. You have not yet reached your full potential. You're still immature. You still make mistakes. You're still learning. But even as a rookie, even as somebody who just coming into the game, if you're just now coming into spirituality, or like just even coming into yourself, you might feel like you late. I don't give a fuck if you old. You could be older than the person. You could be the older person in the situation, and they feel like, I don't know. Take the situation how it fucking resonate. But it's like you are, um, like I say, even as a rookie, even as somebody who don't have, or it's somebody who people think does not have a lot of experience, because you could have a lot of experience, but you never really got the actual qualification, if you know what I'm saying. And people still trying to, I said earlier something about a certificate, or like a qualification, or like a license. You could have a license, you could not have a license. You could be doing something without a license, and motherfuckers are mad. The motherfuckers who went, like, doing her, for instance, when I worked in the shop, to me, I feel like the people who went to school for it, not everybody, but especially the ones who went to school, and then they didn't teach them how to braid. They didn't teach them a lot of shit. They don't really know a lot of shit. And then, like, these new braiders, they braid fast, yeah, but the hair be looking a fucking mess by the next week. Y'all leaving out all these stupid ass edges, and then the person need their hair done every 2 days, and you wonder why your client's hair falling out and shit. It's like, yeah, you went to school and you know shit about other shit, but then you trying to jump into a field that you don't really know much about. And I feel like braiding is not something that, you know what I'm saying. It's not fucking rocket science, but I feel like even if you go to school, don't think you just know everything, and even if you didn't go to school, don't think that you less than. It's a lot of shit we could be out here teaching each other, but because people so in their egos, ain't nobody trying to learn. But you are a natural, like, you've been through a lot, you've learned a lot, you willing to, a wise man know he know nothing. So you willing and open to new information and opportunities, but you're not gonna make yourself feel small. You're not gonna We're not going to do that anymore. If you were, we're no longer going to shrink because you people think you're not qualified. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know. It's like a lot of shit that people go to school for. To me, it's common fucking sense. And then when you get like, if you're the type of person who feel like, oh, I gotta go have a job, I swear to God, I have to have a certain like you. Some people get jobs and shit, and they really don't have the qualifications. And oftentimes they do better than the people who went to school for it, because some people just do shit just because they feel like they supposed to. You're somebody who was divinely guided, who's been divinely guided since forever. And can't nobody take that away from you. And if somebody is around you trying to take that away from you, trying to belittle your gifts, I don't give a fuck where you use them at. Literally, you could be a fucking bus driver. And you just make people day better. That's what you do. That's what you gotta do. Not everybody people I feel like people can be whatever. God used people. I had an argument, not really an argument, but an argument with my cousin about God. And it was like, uh, we was talking about like she's a Hebrew now or something. And it's like she just want to talk about the Bible. No offense if you watch this, I love you, but bitch, I feel like personally, if you are not, never mind, let me shut up. But I just felt like, in the conversation, she was very, she wasn't very sure of herself. She wasn't very sure of what she believed in. And then we got to a point in the conversation where I said, okay, well, if that's the case, then uh, what I say? Um, like if we made in his image, what do you think God looked like? She was like a person or whatever. Um, like God got everything that we got. We made in his image. I'm like, okay. I said, so what are cats, dogs, mice, birds, motherfucking giraffes, zebras, horses, lions, tigers, bears? What are they made in? She said, God's image. She said, yeah, they might not have hands and feet, or like, they might not be able to do everything that we do with our body parts, but they have the same body parts damn near for the most part. Everybody got a shoulder, everybody got legs, everybody got thighs, everybody got calves, everybody got, you know what I'm saying, a back, I mean a spine. So like, we made in God's image. I said, okay, so who are you to say that somebody is going to go to the lake of fire, or they demonic, or they this or they that? Because God is showing up for them how God needs to show up in their life. Once upon a time, for you, God was many gods. Once upon a time, I should have said this in the conversation, but now that I'm thinking about it, once upon a time for you, come on, because let's not forget that you went from one thing to another. Once upon a time for you, God was something else. And until that thing didn't work for you, until God couldn't move you, couldn't heal you, couldn't work through you, through that, he gave you something else to anchor yourself in. She was like, through what foundation though? I didn't have a foundation. You weren't meant to have a foundation. This is the point of like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to go through all of those things. You had to start one way. You had to believe in something else. You had to find something else. You had to go through that. And you had to go to something else. I'm not judging you for going from one thing to another, but I just don't think that you should be trying to judge anybody else because they don't believe in what you just figured out. You know what I'm saying? And you don't really have, you're new to it. You don't even really know if this is something that you're gonna do for the rest of your life, or not even that you have to, but it's just like it's a certain type of like trying to, well, this should be this, and you supposed to be doing this, and we supposed to be doing that. Look, if that is what works for you, if that is what moves you, if that is how God is working through you, fine. But you can't tell nobody, because I had gave her a dog, and his name was Buddha. We didn't name him Buddha after Buddha. We just named him Buddha because I got a little cousin named Buddha, and I just thought all my dogs got B names: Bronco, Beauty, Blessing. The baby's gonna come, and all of them gonna have B names: uh, Buddha, Blossom, and Bluey. And so she ended up naming him what the fuck is his name? That ugly ass name. uh Bruno. Bro, that dog ain't no fucking Bruno. My nigga look like a Buddha. He look like if he was still with me, them dogs would be fat as fuck on everything I love. And they would have looked like they mama, not they fucking daddy. They would have been tall, kinda. Like not really tall, they like medium tall. Because they mama is like little. She like a uh I would show y'all this dog right here, but she kinda looked like her, she just was a little bit bigger. She was a bully mixed with a pig, I think. Um, but it wasn't even that. But like somebody had said something to her and it was like, you praising false gods, you believe in other stuff. Why you name the dog Bruno? I mean Buddha. And it's like I said, if I give you my dog, no change his name. And so it was like, damn, like it's that easy. You're that easily manipulated is how I felt in a situation. Now I ain't saying she's actually easily to be manipulated, but that was just like too like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna change it because that mean no, that's just his name. That's what his owner said his name was when I gave it to him. When I gave it to him, that was the stipulation. And to me, that boils down to the spiritual shit and like not being grounded. Somebody talking about foundation and you're not really rooted and you don't really know who you are and not necessarily who you are. And I'm not trying to talk about nobody. I'm just saying to me that's just what that type of situation seemed like. Because hey bird, okay, sing me a song then. Um, but it's like I just feel like you are somebody is who understands the all, who understands everything. The Baha'i faith could be really significant. I keep hearing beautify your tongue, oh people of truthfulness. Beautify your tongue, oh people of truthfulness. Beautify your tongue, oh people of truthfulness. And adorn your tongue with the ornament of honesty. With the ornament of honesty. Let your eyes be chaste, your hands faithful, your tongue truthful, and your heart enlightened. And then truthfulness is the foundation of all human virtues. Okay. So it does not matter what you believe in, it does not matter the foundation, in all honesty, because the foundation is based off one thing, all the same things. So it's like people get caught up on words and like not even knowing that different words mean the same thing. There are a lot of words that sound the same but mean different things, and a lot of words that sound the same or sound different and mean the exact same thing. Like seldom means rare. You know what I'm saying? And then to be converting something from one language to another, I feel like people really gotta use their brain. um, but yeah, you're somebody who it's like I just keep seeing a teacher like I'm rubbing my belly. Who pregnant? Cause I show I ain't even I ain't even I ain't even the hell. But like just rubbing my belly out of nowhere. Uh, or somebody could be pregnant, or somebody could like your belly, or you gotta some maybe your belly is holding you back from something, maybe putting something on. I don't know, doing a certain type of job or doing I don't know. Girl, please, boy, please. Okay, I come from somebody that like a big belly, you know. But what was I finna say? Just somebody who like I said, I keep seeing a teacher, like a teacher who work with like small kids, and they love you. Like they love you. I feel like you not put on this earth to please no motherfucking body else, to appeal to anybody else. Like, like you know how like there's like certain people who dress up all the time. They like always want to look like a fairy. Like they just live through their inner child, and I love that. And I feel like kids love that. They need to see that. You have like a special connection. I watched a video of this principal, and he had like a special handshake with all his students, or he was like greeting them all differently, like uniquely. That could just be who you are. Like you literally have different bonds and like real strong connections with children or just with people in general. People are just drawn to you. They love you. They love you. But with all that light, with all that love, it's gonna come some hate. You know, it's gonna come with hate. Because there's no fucking way. Who the fuck is this person trying to blow me in the beginning of my in the beginning of my video? Let's move, cause it's cold. We need to get into the motherfucking sunlight. But probably cuss too much, but guess what? I don't give a fuck. Okay. Now, what was I saying? But yeah, I just keep seeing a teacher. Like you could like not dress up like Miss Rachel, but um like something like Miss Rachel. Like you know how she just appeal to children? Like that's just like who would have fucking thought? Who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? She probably just I don't know why she started doing it. You know what I'm saying? She probably just was like, I want to do my own version of this, maybe for her own kids or whatever. And she blew the fuck up because she just has that appeal on like that way with children. I don't know. Whoop, whoop. Somebody needs to be careful too around children though. Somebody could be going to jail surrounding some kids or something. Whoop whoop. Um, I just heard that's the sound of the police in my hood. I don't know. I know that song. But I think I'm gonna get off her. I think I am. Oh no, I had stuff to read because my motherfucking video got cut off. And YouTube, if y'all play with me again, we're gonna have a problem. I don't even think it was y'all. I think it was hoes sending that motherfucking magic this way. Sending that negative ass energy over. Return the fucking sender, bitch. You had your turn. You got to talk. The floor is still open, matter of fact. Cause you got your place to be. You got your channel, and I got mine. So continue. You know what I'm saying? This really ain't no competition, but may the realest win. May the truth prevail, bitch. I'm telling y'all. People be wanting to play games and shit. I ain't got time. I don't even play like that. I don't even be thinking about shit like that. Thinking about playing with nobody, on nobody, energy like at all. Because for what? I've always been a winner. You've always been a winner. And they want you to lose. Because even in your, not even your brightest season, you know what I'm saying? Even in the coldest motherfucking winters, bitch, you still the hottest thing fucking smoking, and they mad. They mad for whatever fucking reason. Let them be mad. Let them have it. Stay mad, bitch. Throw a cape on and be super mad because you're gonna have to be something. Because I'm not gonna continue to shrink. I'm not gonna downplay myself. I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna continue to live in a lie. I'm not gonna beat myself up for some shit that I literally had to do. Fuck are you talking about? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna make myself the problem because you can't take accountability. I'm just not gonna do it. I just heard like discrimination in the workplace. Somebody feel like you ain't qualified, or somebody feel like somebody might try to because I just seen like a video of E Kane, and she was like, my son's teacher tried to call CPS on me and I still got my kids to fuck. And she was like, you trying to take him from his loving home or some shit. It could be some type of situation with that. I feel like you did nothing wrong but everything right to be able to you are only thing you did was that I feel like is wrong, like because I feel like it's wrong on my behalf, because really it is. Sin, I feel like when we talk about sin, I feel like it's anything to go outside of yourself. If you have no choice but to steal, kill, or destroy in that moment, it's a time to do all of that. It's a time for destruction. It's a time for death. It's a time for shit to end. That's just how life works. We wouldn't have good. There will be no. You know what I'm saying? The aspects of the yin and yang symbol, I stand by. Balance. Fuck. You need dark. There's darkness and light. Light and darkness. We came from darkness. So dark is literally not bad. It's what you do. It's the intent behind everything that you fucking do. And if you're not showing up for yourself, what the fuck do you think the world is going to reflect to you? Sin is to go outside of yourself. So you will suffer the consequences of your actions. Everything has a consequence. Literally. So it's not that, oh, everybody, yeah, you're going to get karma, they're going to go. Literally, yeah, but it's like, it's not even like that. It's just like everything has a consequence. And you're going to suffer the consequences whether you show up for yourself or not. You know what I'm saying? Because there's consequences for showing up for everybody else and not showing up for yourself. And then there's consequences for only showing up for you and being like super selfish. I feel like there should be some type of balance in every fucking thing. Too much of something, too much of anything good is bad. Like literally. That's why you got like people who if you watch Black Phone, the couple, the girl who was saying that like the girl is not an abomination, but because she was like, you slept in the boys' room, and like just trying to judge her and not even knowing the situation. I feel like people judge you before they know you. They might not even know shit about you. They don't even know. The girl was having fucking nightmares. For crying out loud. Not nightmares, but like these realistic ass dreams. And I need to sleep. I'm not sleeping in this motherfucker by myself. Fuck you. Like what? Call me what you want to. I guess I'll be a little whore. But it's like you just gotta have the ability to let that evil shit roll off your back, because you're meant to do great things. You do great things. And like I said, with the teacher student situation, CPS police situation, um, whether it's reversed or not, or like whether it's flipped or not, I feel like uh, if you're in the wrong, everything has consequence. But if somebody's trying to call the police on you and they like giving false allegations, they can go to jail for that. I feel like, and like, you don't have to prove anything. You don't have to plead your case. You don't have to do none of that. Literally, answer questions how they need to be answered, or do whatever you need to do, and then move on. Literally. Um, that to be able to show up for yourself and others. Natural seer. And it says, how are you doing this? Um, Somebody could be thinking that you're doing something to them, or like I said, like, you know what I'm saying, like you're manipulating a situation, and you're not. Somebody could feel like you're doing something malicious, or you're not. Like you're not. Somebody take you, like somebody perceives you already, like that's just who they thought you were from jump. Like no matter what you do, they already have a is it pre-consumption, like they already feel like they know who you are, and they are like entirely wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, you know how like you could take us like in every movie and like a lot of movies, it's always some big misunderstanding. It's always some big ass, unnecessary ass misunderstanding, because somebody is always committed to misunderstanding. Somebody is always committed to doing some shit out of spite or just because they feel like they can. And those people never win in the end. We got some movies like Skeleton Key, keep bringing that up, where shit don't end well. Like she just went into that shit so blindly. Um, I feel like the way she, oh my God, the way they took that girl fucking body, the way they just destiny swapped with that bitch, it was like she had it coming. She didn't do no research. She didn't really, she was just dumb. She just went in. Our black friend was very logical about the shit. And this bitch, I don't know. I just feel like, okay, yeah, I would have went. Because you know how white people is. No offense. But she just, in movies, okay? White people is in movies. I should say that. But she went into she went there. And then all the fucking mirrors was covered up and shit. Like, is that a cat? Hey, what's up, kitty cat? Uh, she went and like I said, all the mirrors was covered up. And then they was talking and she was like, she's not gonna understand the house. And I wouldn't have stayed to find the fuck out. But you know, like I said, how these people is in movies. She just gotta do dumb shit. And she just like I feel like in all honesty, people who just slow as fuck, people who just don't do no research, who think it's okay to just be fucking oblivious or just to be ignorant. Like she tried, but she didn't try hard enough if you ask me. She I don't know, she was too busy trying to help, too busy trying to jump into some shit she had no knowledge about. No knowledge at all. Um, but I feel like you are somebody who somebody else or like who people perceive as somebody who's dumb as fuck and gullible as this fucking girl. And like you could be in a relationship with this person, you could be sleeping with the motherfucking enemy. And yeah, they think you're an easy target. They think they and not necessarily an easy target. It wasn't even that they thought she was gonna be easy. They didn't know what they was setting themselves up with. They didn't. They just took a gamble. They put that shit in the newspaper. You know what I'm saying? They appeal with a better nature. You know what I'm saying? They called in. You know what I'm saying? That's what like I feel like energy vampires, people like that do. You don't have to advertise. You don't have to like as far as her goes, I don't take pictures and shit no more like that. I don't gotta post and do all that. My reputation speaks for itself. And it's not a bad thing. You know, if somebody need workers, they need workers. You gotta put that. You gotta put an ad out there. You gotta, and it's like when it comes to a hustle or something like that. Sometimes you do gotta put yourself out there in order to get the shit that you're looking for. But after so long, you won't have to promote. You won't have to do all the work and all the overextending yourself. The work and the people who you work for or that you work through, um, it will speak for you. So, um, yeah, but they threw that shit in the newspaper as an ad, a job ad, and she was like, "I thought I said I'll get a black one." He like, "Bitch, well look, I, he just threw that shit in the newspaper. So whoever came is who they was gonna try to get." Now she did try to fight. She didn't know what she was fighting for. She didn't even know she was not set up for the world. But you are, you are. You're not an easy target. You're not somebody who they gonna get. Somebody is like they destiny swap a lot. Somebody this is something that they do. Like this is just who they are. Like they come into people's lives, they trick them. They trick them. They spent the fuck out the story, y'all. Watch the movie. They spent the fuck out the story. And then when you get the real story, when you hear the real story and then you figure out what really happened, that shit is insane. Then people are sick and twisted as fuck. And she didn't know what she was setting herself up for. But I feel like you somebody who been through many battles. You've fought for yourself many times. And I feel like this time your reputation speaks for itself. Even if somebody tried to twist that shit, even if somebody tried to make it seem like you're somebody that you're not, you don't have to say shit. You don't have to do shit. Even if you might have reacted at first. Like, even when somebody came to you with this energy, when they came to you with this you, and maybe they try to like Jesus you, tie your ass up and throw throw stones and hide their hands, whatever, crucify your ass, due to some shit that they don't even like, that ain't even true. No worries, your reputation speaks for itself. Who you are speaks for itself. Like, let's just say you did go through something and maybe you're a doctor and you might have lost your job, or you know what I'm saying. Look here, we're not gonna turn into the motherfucking clown off a freak show. We're not gonna, because somebody said we was touching kids and we know goddamn well we wasn't touching kids. We went to jail. They fucked us up for thinking that we touched some kids, but it didn't. He still went on, but he went on to do some fucked up shit. See, that's why I said it's very important for children, for a motherfucker like you to be in a child's life, because whether they can say whatever they want, it ain't true. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you just wasn't supposed to be in that environment. You've done enough. You did what you had to do. Um, and that's why I was saying, okay, so basically, maybe how I'm like, what I'm seeing is that, like I said, somebody lost their job or something. It's not meant for you to. You are meant to reach a bigger audience. You are meant to reach so many fucking people, so many different children, different races, different. You know what I'm saying? You're meant to go far. Your voice is meant to be heard very far. You have a like it's gonna be so many people who, like, you won't even have to defend yourself. You won't have to say shit. You won't have to do shit, because who you are will just speak for itself. You wasn't meant to be in that small ass environment no more. That was just practice. That was just you getting through it. So like, I feel like when I was talking about the clown, they fucked his face up. They fucked his face up. He could have decided to be something different though. He could have worked with what the world gave him and continued to be light. Shit, he could have been even more funnier. Cause these kids is crazier. It's crazy to me. They be liking scary shit. So it's like you could have even been funnier, but you decided to be a fucking crazy ass murderer after. Nobody killed you. They did fuck you up, but nobody took your life. You still got a fighting chance, and you decided to do something fucked up. And that's why I said what I was saying, because I know people who literally chose violence. They chose. Don't get me wrong. Everybody once in a lifetime, or once every once in a while, choose to do something bad. You know what I'm saying? They choose to appeal to their lower nature. Um, but what was I saying? Like my mom, or like people who are abusers, 9 times out of 10 they were abused. You know what I'm saying? And when abuse happened to them because they didn't have anybody or anything to help them navigate through that abuse, and maybe if they did, nobody tried hard enough, or cared long enough for them to actually want to be better. Some kid, like, I just had it, and I always prayed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just felt like I was born knowing that I had the Most High if I ain't had nobody else. Um, but like some kids, a lot of people don't have that. They don't know how to navigate their feelings. They've never seen it, nothing. I love TV. That was my thing. I always watch. I wanted my life to be like the people on TV. So I knew that what was going on in my life was not right. These people knew how to communicate. They knew how to problem solve. They knew how to come to somebody and have a conversation when they had a problem, even if it was a misunderstanding at first. They didn't treat their kids all fucked up. They didn't scream and holler at them. They didn't whoop their ass. They didn't beat them up. They didn't do what I experienced, and I knew that that wasn't right. When I went to school, I didn't get what I'm saying. The teachers and people was different, and I was like, maybe that's not how you supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And my mama always told me about her pain and shit. She always told me about what people did to her. So I kind of always understood. Um, hurt people hurt people. But I want to be better than the people that hurt me. I don't want to be hurt, but I don't want to hurt people, and I don't want to continue to be hurt. Um, and so you could have been somebody who learned how to navigate through life on your own, by your fucking self, all by yourself. And that, like, that should be the most empowering thing. Like, I know it feels fucked up because it's like, damn, why I gotta do it all by myself? Because it's motherfuckers out here who will try to take your shit and they ain't even lend a hand. They ain't never, like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't never did shit for you. And they just come into your life and they'll take it for you, take it from you, try to take it from you. Imagine if you get into business with these people. Imagine if you know what I'm saying? You gotta worry about that. You might not even really think about it, but subconsciously it's there. And you never really feel safe in these situations. Like I said, I feel like I am somebody who has to be alone. I literally do. In order to even be open like this, in order to channel energy, in order to be free, to feel free, I have to be by myself, literally. Um, so you could be somebody that's like that, or you're getting into a time where you're going to be by yourself. You've done so much for other people. It's time to fill your cup. I feel like somebody's cup reached boiling point so long ago. The fucking pot is just burning. So if we thinking about a pot and the fire that's under the gas that's so fucking intense that the water evaporates so long ago in your pot, you're literally hurting yourself. You're literally fucking up yourself because now the bottom of the pot is burnt. Now the bottom of the pie is brown. It's fucked up. It's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you can, but you can't in this situation. There's nothing you can do about the damage you just did to this fucking pot, to you, because you stayed somewhere. You stayed in a position so long trying to prove some shit that's already gone, something that's already evaporated. You can be used for something else now. You know what I'm saying? They didn't pay attention. They didn't appreciate what was already in the pot. They let it boil out. But in the consequences of that is now the pot is burnt, and I need to boil me some more water. I need to pay attention this time. But also, I need to remove this pot because now, for me, I would never use that pot to boil no water in no more because I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I just wouldn't use that pot for that again. But now, you as a pot can be well. You can It can be fixed. Now you can be clean. Now you can be wiped out and used for something else. Maybe every time they boil water in you, you get more and more damage because they're not a big enough pot, or they don't never put enough water in there. They don't never give you enough to do what you're supposed to do. And in that entire, like, not transaction, but entire situation, you're just more and more damaged. You get more and more damaged. So somebody got to be able to say, I don't want to do this damage no more. This pot don't deserve. This pot don't deserve this. Hopefully y'all get it. But yeah, I'm about to get off here. I love y'all. Again, for those who do not know me, the sun keep just moving. I need to. I'll probably be back. I'll probably be back. I think I'm gonna go, you know, do something, get some downloads, and I'll be back when the sun is a little lower or a little closer to its peak. It's 10:10 right now. Endings and new beginnings. Spit coming in my mouth and shit. But endings and new beginnings, y'all. Things gotta end in order to make room for new shit. But they say at the end of the day gotta end. At the end of the day, we all gonna die. the end of the day, we all gotta face ourselves. Death, to me, like after you die, what comes after that is literally just a reflection of who you were. So if you gotta come back and do it all over again, then if you get to go to eternal bliss and turn into nothing, then you get to come back and have heaven on earth before you become an ascended master. Hey, I don't know. I don't know what your contract is. I don't know. But all I know is whoever I'm talking to, you have a gift. You have a way of being. You literally have like some type of aesthetic that's like is like I said, some people who I'm seeing like petticoats, or whatever they call, like big skirts, clown type of energy. And people could be like thinking that you foolish. Like you probably look like a clown or something. Like I don't know, you could have a clown business or something. I don't fucking know. Uh you just something about kids. Um Kids just love you. They naturally gravitate to you because you just have pure mother a pure mother frequency, literally. I had a fucked up childhood. My mama, like I feel like I had a mama, my grandma was my mama, but even still, I have a mother wound. But like I said, as a kid, like I decided that I wasn't gonna be like those people, and just because like I just because who I am, like I don't know why kids like me. Like I don't talk to kids like little kids and shit. Like no, like I do a little bit. I don't know. I just feel like when I see kids, I just want to give them a hug. Like especially like if they get discarded by their parents or something, or like I don't know. Like you can tell when something going on with a child. You literally can tell. I can. I don't know. And I just be wanting to give them so much love because as a kid, I didn't receive all that all that I was supposed to. I feel like, and it ain't even about like hugs and shit. I just feel like you are somebody who, it could be something like that. All your students come and give you a hug in the morning or something. You could be a man or like whatever. They hug you. But I just feel like that is just a connection that you built with your students. If somebody's trying to sexualize crazy shit, you ain't got nothing to worry about. I remember being a kid and somebody lying on me about some shit, and we got questioned. They questioned me, they questioned them, they questioned the mamas, our mamas, the family, everybody. And the story was fabricated, literally. So I never knew that. I didn't know that until now. Like, I mean, nobody got taken away, so I already knew that it was like bullshit because, bitch, I know I ain't do that. But even still, like, I don't like when people lie on me because it's like it really showed people true colors because it's like, damn, you think that about me? Like I remember being at this lady house. She was we ain't even gonna talk about that, but she just swore she sent me upstairs one time. One time. This fucking house is filthy fucking nasty. I don't want shit out of here. I barely like coming over here, but I don't like being at home. So it did just give me something to do. I want to be around some other kids. And hold on. What had happened was, like I said, she sent me upstairs one time. I went upstairs to do whatever the fuck I was supposed to do. And then all of a sudden, when we came back, she's like, I can't find my notebook. I've been looking for my notebook and I can't find my notebook. And I remember they called me and it was like, I heard her in the background, I know that little girl got my notebook. Bitch, a notebook? My blue notebook? You got my notebook? I don't. So I go over there. I knew she was a demon and did it. God damn. Like that's the same shit that happened with my wife. But it's like, oh my God, the first opportunity somebody get to try to I don't know. I just feel like I went through this shit my whole life. And a lot of times I fought, pleaded, and screamed and shouted, and I didn't have to. You don't have to prove shit to no fucking. I don't give a fuck how bad, how serious the motherfucking allegations is. Fuck them lying ass bitches and move the fuck on with your life. If you gotta get the fuck on, get the fuck on. If someone's telling you to move away, quit, leave, you got fired, they walked away, whatever the fuck, get the fuck on. Telling you. I don't give a fuck how much you love it, whatever. If something is shifting, go with the flow. Because it ain't no point in kicking, screaming, shouting, throwing temper tantrums and shit. You ain't no fucking baby no more. You ain't no kid. And literally in every situation, when the fuck has it not worked out for you? Like, I was so hell bent on the motherfucker leaving me. Like I said in the beginning, I don't hate for a motherfucker to leave me, but if you can't take the heat, get your ass out the kitchen. Purified by motherfucking fire. Somebody could be a Sag or not, or some type of fire sign, or like you could work with fire. Mm, it's cold as a motherfucker. I'm finna get up off here now. But I love y'all. Thank you, universe, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, mother, and father. I just want to take this time out to close out this reading, or close out this energy. I want to call all my energy back to me at this time and return and send it any and all energy sent with love and light. Ashe. And a loud pop. Um, I love y'all. It ain't nighttime, but I keep saying 117, 1017, 1107. Mm, uh, just different combinations of 117 with zeros added or zeros not added. Look up that number. That number could be significant. 222, 44, 444, 1010, 555. I just heard 666. I synced it on somebody's stove. It's black. And the numbers are green. Um, but yeah, I'm up out of here because it's cold in the motherfucker and I'm ashy. I should see my feet. I'm white, pure white. Hands about to be white too. But I will return because I just feel like, why the fuck not? And this video better not do the same shit. 93 minutes. Yeah. If I don't get my whole 1 hour and 33 minutes, I'm gonna have a problem. Because this is coming deep from the heart. You know what I'm saying? I ain't wasting my breath. And bitches need to stop playing. Return the fucking sender times 10. I'm finna go in here and light my goddamn candle because it was too windy outside to be playing. But yeah, you might gotta step into your, you know, step into your, what's the word? Burn a couple candles or whatever. You know, I don't even know what to say, but burn a couple candles. Do what you gotta do. Learn some protection spells, whatever. Some transmutation. Blah, blah, blah. Bitch, I can't talk. Transmutation. What? Y'all know what I'm saying. Spells. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. Because motherfuckers don't want it happen, capping. And they don't even know. You might even only know some of the weakest spells. When I was, okay, I said I was going to get off her. But okay, when I was talking about like the grimoires and shit, I grimoire didn't have shit in it. These motherfuckers was mad. They was trying to take his shit. His shit didn't have shit in it. It only showed up when he needed it. You know what I'm saying? The only person who could summon this nigga power is him. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is mad because all that magic and all that bullshit bounced right off you. And they didn't understand Asta. I'm telling y'all, oh my God, I'm gonna go watch Black Clover because that's my shit. But they didn't understand him. Like every chance they got, And my nigga didn't give a fuck. He didn't really try to defend himself. He's like, well, whatever. I'm gonna get stronger, bitch. Y'all wanna call me weak, y'all wanna call me this, y'all wanna call me that. I'm just getting stronger. You get what I'm saying?